Welcome back, guys, to your daily Palworld news. Today we're going to be talking about a response from Bucky, who is the lead community manager, on the recent sort of talk on new content and stuff, because I don't think Bucky has been very happy with some of the people in the Discord, but also a little talk on the Xbox game preview that did happen yesterday. A lot of us were very disappointed not to see anything from Palworld, and we read into some things. I definitely read into it more than I should have, which is really annoying because I was like, in my head, I was like 90% sure we were going to see Palworld. But then when I look back at it, I guess I got to say, Dom, stop getting too over yourself with the new content. The game launched on January 19th. But yeah, I'm just going to talk about how it compares within other launches too. So if you guys do enjoy today's video, make sure to smash that like button, subscribe if you're new to the channel, and let's get in with it. So pretty much there were a load of trolls in the Palworld Discord last night when there wasn't anything at the Xbox game preview. They were saying Palworld's dead. There's absolutely nothing going on with it. We need new content now. It's like, I can't believe they didn't even tease anything. What's going on? There was all of those questions and it went pretty crazy in the Discord. And pretty much this person just responded saying, I don't see why it's bad for them to feel happy about the achievements they felt that were unattainable. They understand there is a lot of work that needs to go into it, but they're doing what they can with the small team they have. They've addressed that they've addressed things to a degree they can, to what they can, and they've stated they're working on it. So I trust them on that. And Bucky went on to respond saying there have been 4 to 5 patches in the last 5 weeks, and in that time we've also updated sales twice. So, I get that you aren't happy, but you need to start learning the facts before commenting silly things. So pretty much a lot of the comments were just like, why don't you ever update us on anything? What's going on? This is just like, and I understand when people are frustrated when they're not seeing announcements on new content and stuff. But the thing is, like, we all want to see it, but it is true. There's been 4 patches in the last 5 weeks, and they have been smashing it. And unfortunately, I think people feel disappointed that the game's fallen off quite a lot because it's not one of those games that you're constantly hopping into a game like Helldivers. That's why Helldivers is keeping the numbers so strong. You have to remember, Helldivers numbers haven't got anywhere near Palworld numbers at the beginning. Yes, they're absolutely smashing it at the moment. But, Palworld, you have to remember how many people bought the game. There was 2.1 million concurrent players at one point. So when they do release their first actual, a trader announcement on the first new content, a lot of people are going to be coming back to the game. They're still sitting on about 138,000 players right now, getting close around 200,000. And yes, it's decreasing week after week. That's only because more and more people are getting to the end game stage that they can possibly do at the moment, and they're moving on to new stuff. And it's the same thing that happens with single player games, guys. Like, when you there's millions of people that are playing Red Dead Redemption or millions of people that are playing Spider-Man, and once they've got to a point where there's no new DLC and they've just like smashed the game out to 100% or just completed the story, they go and play something else. And that's what happens, and that's what's happening with Palworld. I know it's not a single player game, but it is in the sense of once you get to, like, if it wasn't a survival multiplayer game, they wouldn't still be holding up the numbers that they have now. Then Bucky goes on to say, this lazy trolling is borderline obsessive. Take a break for a few months and come back when you simmer down. And someone said, this game is far from dead. It has just started, and yes, it has limitless potential. And also Bucky said he's been saying this stuff since January 26th. Game released on the 19th. I only blame myself for not being able to read every channel every day and catch these persistent trolls. And then Bucky just simply went on with a good night chat. And I guess I can see where the frustrations are coming. Sometimes I think it's best not even to respond to it, to be honest. I think I get when people have frustrations and they throw loads into the Discord because they were so hyped to see something at the Xbox game preview. But unfortunately, if you did it in a better way instead of throwing abuse, it would be so much better. Like if you were just to say I was so gutted that I didn't see anything at the Xbox game preview, or so gutted we didn't hear anything about this. Really, really hope to hear some news soon. At Bucky, do you think we could have any update? And even if the update responds with most of the time with just, oh, yeah, things are coming, well, you know, that's pretty much what we have to sit on. Unfortunately, when there's companies that are higher up and they're working on their future content, they can't share anything until they're ready to. As much as it's frustrating, and I'm sitting here waiting for it too, do you know what? I can't wait for the day that they launch the new content, or just even announce it, like it, just to see what's in store. I think that's what I don't care about it coming out as soon as possible and rushing it out or anything like that. I just am so hyped to see what's next, you know, like as the first content update. Now, also, I've got some good news articles that I wanted to read through with you guys today. One is about how the future of Palworld updates need to turn up the dial on its open world, and then one about the very cool things that we talked about. So Palworld Dev teases updates with very cool things on the way as the survival game sells past 250,000 glowing Steam reviews. Can we expect more Palworld content soon? So the developer of Palworld has teased very cool things coming to the survival game very soon, as it reaches more than 250,000 mostly positive reviews on Steam. On March 4th, Pocket Pair community manager took to Twitter to share the studio's excitement about the Pokemon-like's continued success. Not only is Palworld still bringing in hundreds of thousand players each day, even 6 weeks after launch, it also has 250,000 reviews on Steam, which is over 93% are positive. So Bucky went on to say 6 weeks since release, and Palworld has over 250,000 Steam reviews on Steam. Over 250,000 reviews is insane. The community manager writes, still feeling very grateful to all the fans and to those who still make such great content and fan art. The most exciting part of the tweet comes to the end, where the developer reveals at the end, some very cool things are coming very soon. Since its release in January, Palworld has been available via early access. Shortly after its launch, Pocket Pair CEO revealed that Palworld's early access is about 60% complete, and there's still a lot of work to be done during this period. According to the first Palworld roadmap, we can look forward to everything from endgame raids to PvP, server transfers, better PAL AI, additional islands, and more. We just don't know exactly what is set to roll out yet. This isn't the first time the community manager has teased the future of Palworld. Last month, Bucky responded to the discussions around the game's gradual declining player count, telling Palworld players it's okay to stop playing. And if you're no longer playing Palworld, we still love you, and we hope you can come back for round 2, the developer shared on Twitter. So yeah, looking forward to finding more out about what the round 2 is going to be. But then there was another post from Game Rant here saying, as I said, the future of Palworld updates needs to turn up the dial. Let's just close this off here. On its open world. So future Palworld updates could add more variety to its open world, as its current layout can feel a bit like, I guess people are saying that they, you know, that once you've explored the whole map, you're left wanting more. So Pocket Pair's Palworld has already proven its worth in a plethora of ways, but that doesn't mean that it's perfect by any means. Being in early access, it has a long road ahead of full of new additions, improvements, many have which been and will likely to continue be requested by fans. In the light of that, there is an area the developer should give more attention to, as it is in works of completing Palworld, its open world. Palworld's open world is undoubtedly beautiful and serves a purpose as much as it currently can. For the most part, it's worked as designed and is home to a variety of pals that players can battle and capture. However, Pocket Pair chooses to develop Palworld's open world beyond where it is now. However, if Pocket Pair chooses to develop the open world beyond where it is now, it should consider adding more variety to it to increase its environmental diversity. So apparently it only has 4 biomes, and Palworld's open world currently only has 4 biomes: forest, desert, snow, and volcano. While 4 biomes may seem like plenty for an open world of Palworld size, after many hours into the game, everything starts blending together, and once the beautiful environments begin feeling rather bland. This is largely due to the type of Palworld, the type of game Palworld is, a successful open world such as The Legend of Zelda, which features the same 4 biomes that Palworld has. Rely less on elemental aspects of their environments and simply being more diverse enough to break up a monotony while players complete various activities. I mean, I think this is, I think this is a okay post, but the only thing I have to respond to it is the fact that this sort of stuff is happening, and I guess this was published like 4 hours ago, and I get where people are coming from, even like the news outlets that are hungry for news as well. Like, I get where they're coming from, but this stuff, it will happen, and they've even added the picture of the giant tree in the background because that's meant to link to a massive stage of what's coming next for the game. And yeah, I just think pretty much we're all hungry for the new content. We're all hungry for the new trailers, and it's going to be coming. And they said very soon. So I guess we just got to sit tight, wait, and hopefully within the next couple of weeks, we'll hear something on what's coming next with the future of Palworld. Anyway, guys, thank you for watching. Please leave a like and subscribe, and I'll catch you in my next video very soon. See you guys then.